Hello everybody, it is the Last Raider and we are back with another video, and wow, this one gets good. This one's going to be good. This one comes from wowhead.com over the new patches that are now coming to World of Warcraft after Scandal and the juggernaut of a game being brought to its knees by a couple of weeaboos over in Japan. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about FF14, which is actually really good. My wife has been playing it, and I'm thinking about playing it here before long. But anyway, continuing on here. Suggestive player character joke and flirt voice lines removed in patch 9.1.5. This was 2 days ago, mind you. So, starting on here, you're going to see... Let's get into it, and you guys will see what I'll explain what's going on here in a second. Several player character jokes and flirts have been removed from the game in patch 9.1.5 PTR as a part of Blizzard's ongoing company-wide effort to update parts of the game which are considered outdated and inconsistent with their values. Their values. Not what you want to play. It's their game, so they're going to make you play what they want you to play. In addition to player voice lines, the profanity-laced triad heard by repeatedly clicking on King Yimron after being recruited to join the Warrior Order Hall in the Legion has also been removed. And ultimately what this is the corporation that's there who has been probably killing the game of World of Warcraft for years, making content. And here's the thing that people need to realize. The scandal that's going on over at WoW, over at Blizzard with the developers, that didn't break out until a month after a mass exodus happened. It caught everyone off guard what was going on over at Blizzard right after the exodus happened. It was considered a perfect storm because first all your player base started leaving, then this scandal come out, and then the work conditions came out right after that. And it was just one thing after another, but started first with the player migration. The kicker here is this is a corporation who started forcing the migration. These are the guys that are right now in charge that's been starting, hey, you know, they're starting all this crap, have been effing with content, making stuff, you know, that would frustrate a player base instead of making the game fun. And this is the thing that a lot of people, my God, I've got YouTube, I swear. I got to figure out how to turn that off. Anyway, you've got a corporation there that's just interested in making money. You know, and we've seen what corporations will do. They'll do random loot boxes. They'll do paywalls to prevent you from getting into a game. They will jack the price of equipment up inside of a game and then neuter it. GTA 5 is notorious for this. Used to, you could load in the very early stages of GTA 5 when the Motorcycle Club DLC came out. You could take some of the slower vehicles in the game, load them up into a cargo bob or into a cargo plane, or even latch onto them with the cargo bob's winch and fly them into the city so that you get the max amount of product, especially with the post-op mission. Seriously, they just should have put a jet engine on the back of those things and made it crazy. We can get a flying fucking motorcycle in the game, but we cannot get a post-op van with a nitrous oxide booster on the back of it, just so we can get from point to point B faster. But when that happened and players were doing that, suddenly Rockstar come in and patch it. It has been years and they haven't patched the orbital cannon glitch. It's been years they haven't patched the cargo crates glitch, which is not a beneficial glitch. It's one that will F up your cargo running, and they don't mind that because it would destroy something. As I said, you want to see what corporate cronyism looks like in video games where they just screw with the player base to get more money out of them. Rockstar is a perfect example, and they don't even have a premium currency on their system. There's not a buyable premium currency that only works, that you can only buy. Everything on GTA and Red Dead Online are completely earnable. You can earn gold as you can earn cash in Red Dead, and you can earn GTA dollars. There is no premium currency in GTA 5. yet. Everyone thought it would be poker chips, but even that's not premium currency. I'm saying this because you've got these corporate people who started screwing with the player base to try and squeeze more money out of them, and ended up, when they got done, they didn't understand that with a game, you can create a game that makes you money over time. And I understand the concept of it, and it's not a bad idea. The problem is there is a balance you have to strike with it. There has to be a certain degree of fun versus what you can make off your money. And if you exceed, you can have a game that's really fun and really popular and makes you absolutely no money. And you can also have a game that's designed to make a lot of money, but it's not very fun. The kicker here is you can probably sell more fun games than you can sell more money-making games. Because in the end, and this is kind of the thing like with GTA, since back to GTA 5, they have started this deal where they used to have people who made the game fun, and then they started introducing people coming in saying, okay, we're going to just start doing certain things, and we're going to do everything we can to run the game to where people just buy shark cards all the time. So for instance, if you have glitches in the game would last on GTA 5, they'd be patched within 24 hours that could glitch out and make tons of money. But you have a glitch in the game that affects your ability to make money. Oh, well, Rockstar they can't figure out how to fix that, but they can fix every other money-making glitch in the game. Eventually, I myself got tired of it because I'm sitting there grinding for bigger and better vehicles, had about $20 million saved up, and moved from PlayStation to PC, and was going to move over to Rockstar, and I thought, I don't think I want to. Now Rockstar's getting political, and I'm glad I'm not doing that. Anyway, this is the same thing happening right now, and the corporate guys are sitting there trying to say that it's kind of like, what is the Simpson meme where Skinner is standing in front of the store or the arcade or the old soda fountain place, and it's all dilapidated and broken down. He goes, am I this out of touch with kids? No, it's the kids that are wrong. And that's what the corporation's doing. They're basically telling you, no, it's not the gameplay that we've done. It's not the content we've put in the game that's new, that's been causing. It's not the grindy feel of the game. It's not the fact that we've made the game feel like work, that we've tried to squeeze so much money out of you now. It's the fact that we've got nude pictures sitting up on the wall. That's what's causing you to take your money and go somewhere else. And I have to ask these people, can you please explain to me how the porn industry makes millions, if not billions of dollars every year? Because if people are not playing your game because of naked art, that seems to be a big wrinkle, a big giant whopping hole in your theory, because those people, Pornhub, I guarantee you, makes a shit ton of money every year. Not to mention, I'm quite certain whoever the big wig that's up at the very top of it, I'm pretty sure he probably pays for an escort service on the regular. He's probably one of those guys that's got a card that says, hey, contact via our escort service. If you punch 6 holes in this escort service card, you get a free naked lap dance from our escort for free. So it's hilarious to me, these people and how they think, and most of them are fairly hypocritical. But let's continue on here to see what they're getting rid of. Each player character in World of Warcraft has a set of fully voiced emotes, which are randomly selected when using the joke or flirt command, many of which are suggestive or play in various stereotypes. Though, like the big love rocket and various other innuendos, these are being changed in patch 9.1.5 based on internal developer feedback within Blizzard Entertainment. Not everything is a removal, however, as Karazhan and the Black Temple have both seen the addition of male models to what were previously female-only NPCs. Now, wait a minute. Yes, this is still woke because, we got to have males in there like this. But you're getting rid of art. Okay, so you want to make things more equal. Okay, fine. Here's the problem, though. This wasn't what, as I said before, none of this is what is causing any problems. Okay, you're saying jokes and flirts are running people away from World of Warcraft. No, it's not. I promise you that's not what run people away. People are not afraid of jokes. This is Californianism. This is all my hate speech, all my sexism going in there. It's The California people who are going to go in there and tell you that you're a horrible person for liking jokes and flirts and, looking at a woman like she's a woman, oh, how dare you get horny because you saw a woman who has a really nice butt. You're not supposed to look at a woman and get horny, okay? That thing's supposed to get flat as a pancake. All right? You're supposed to mentally suck the blood out of your extremity in order for it to be for you to be acceptable in society. Mind you, these are the same people who had Harvey Weinstein. Okay? A lot of them probably would protect Harvey Weinstein. This is what California is. They're a state in which they tell everybody else how wrong they are. They're a perfect example of there's actually a scripture on this. There's actually biblical scripture on this. It says, before you can tell a brother to get a splinter out of their eye, you first have to get the 2x4 out of yours. It's the same. It's like, you've got a bigger problem than they do. You don't have any right going around telling everybody else. California has needles all over their streets. They have crap all over their streets. Their sea is full of trash. They're pumping out more carbon dioxide than anyone else in the country because their forests keep catching fire because they will not update their electrical grid. Mind you, if they updated the electrical grid, it would be more efficient and probably use less power, meaning they could have less electrical development. In other words, they'd have to generate less electricity to run the grid half the time. They wouldn't have blackouts. They wouldn't be producing so much of this stuff. But then they come over to like my state, who does a little bit of timbering, so we don't have forest fires, who updates everything and actually goes out there and cleans up our lakes and rivers and tells us, "Oh, you are bad. You should become more like us." And we look at them like, "No, we really shouldn't. Y'all got problems over there. Y'all need to just leave us alone, all right?" But this is what they're doing. They want to go in. They're trying to scapegoat what has happened and what has happened with the developers getting caught in this little sex scandal thing that's happening. All it's done is given the corporations a scapegoat that they think if they correct this and scapegoat them, oh, hey, the players, they'll come back. They'll come back because it looks like we're doing something. No, they won't. Your game's not fun. You go to FF7, trust me, I run into chicks. I run into female characters online, not chicks, female characters, not real females, who have their characters as skimpily clad as possible. All right? As skimpy as possible. They're running around in practically underwear and stockings half the time. And you're telling me that they got all your players and somehow an innuendo joke, not showing anything, just the possibility of something happening. Just a joke of it, a suggestive joke, is what was running people away from your game. No. It doesn't work like this. I'm sorry. It's a bold strategy you've picked here, but I don't think it's going to work out for you. Anyway, jokes and flirts. In order to better show which lines were removed from each race total, we've combined the two lists with jokes written in blue and flirts in pink. As seen below, the extent of the changes vary between race and gender, leaving some characters with little as 2 voice lines to cycle between. So this is how interesting this has gotten now. They have literally removed so much stuff from the game now that some of these races and characters will only have 2 voices to cycle through. Meaning they've removed a shit ton of content and just haven't put it back in. This is just corporate. What's going to happen to WoW is they're going to cut all this stuff. It's not going to solve it. They're going to keep cutting stuff out. It's not going to solve it. Before long, they're going to cut so much content out of WoW trying to fix it that they're going to go, you know what? This isn't financially feasible. Shut WoW down. We'll take all the assets of it and cut them up, sell them to different game companies and make our money back off of it. Because clearly it is just too far gone to be saved. And that will be the excuse. It is too masculine. It's too toxically masculine. It's too sexist. It's too homophobic. It's too racist for us to save. We've tried, but it's just too far gone to darkness and evil. We're going to have to destroy it now. That'll be the excuse. Though we do not know if any additions will be made to replace those removed. Probably not. Because let me explain why. The people that are there, what you're going to get is you're going to get patriarchy jokes. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get sexism jokes. Your flirt is going to be, what is that show on Netflix, Q Force, where the guy looks over and says, I don't know what they're doing, but my butthole is quivering right now. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get the most cringiest jokes you have ever heard of. And it's going to be so much cringe. You're going to have true offense. You're going to have people turn away and walk off from the game. They will be truly offended. Okay. This concept of millennial and Gen Z offendedness, where they're like, oh, I'm offended. Let me get in your face and tell you how offended I am. No, real people who are offended are so disgusted, they turn away and they just walk out. They're done. They're finished. They don't want to come back. This is going to really offend the original player base. And the people you're trying to get in here, they don't buy games. They don't buy games. They spend their money on markers for signs and cat food because that's all they can afford. They don't have a job. They're communists. They want to be paid just to exist. I don't know how corporations don't figure this crap out. Just an example of what they're getting rid of. Blood elf male. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Are you serious? Wow, they got rid of this? This sounds like it should be a homosexual thing. We're deleting gay flirts now? Really? I don't even know what the hell that thing is. Blood elf demon hunter male. Are you sure you're not part demon? I find myself wanting to stalk you. I hope you like tattoos because they're permanent. If you don't believe me, you could try rubbing them off. Blood elf demon hunter female. Of course these are real. You mean the tattoos, right? Let's go down here and look at some others. Dwarf male. Oh, I'm having a wardrobe malfunction. Twang. Ooh, there's me hammer. Dwarf female. No, they're not real, but thanks for noticing. One of these here, it's like my father always used to say, shut up and get out. I don't understand how that was a bad one. But continuing on down here, we're going to look at what the Yomi, I think it is. You look through here now, man, they deleted a lot of crap from the game. I mean, it's anyone who plays World of Warcraft, just tell me if that looks like a lot of stuff on there. Because I know they've got a lot of content added. I mean, they've also deleted pictures and stuff that were up on the walls. Oh, we can't have cleavage. We can't have a woman looking like a woman. I think they actually flat-chested one chick to the point where she looks almost flat-chested now in the updates. Anyway, here's King Yimron. The former Virical King, I think I said that right, of the Dragon Flayer clan, was first featured as a boss loyal to the Lich King in Yuktgard Pinnacle. I'm probably not saying this stuff right. I've never played WoW. Wrath of the Lich King. Before returning as a minion of Helia, in the Maw of Souls Legion, following his second defeat, warrior players were able to loot Yimron's broken blade, which was then delivered to Odin, in order to recruit Yimron as a Order Hall champion. While Odin considered the traitorous king unworthy of the Halls of Valor, the quest leads him to be convinced to bind Yimron's soul, forcing him to serve for the rest of eternity. Later found resurrected, inside the Skyhold, repeatedly clicking on Yimron causes him to become increasingly disgruntled with the player and his fate, the final line being a censored, profanity-laced tirade, which is now removed in the patch. So, content here. This is a bad guy who has worked for two main bosses, and so you fuck him over by forcing him to work for the good guys for eternity. If I'm reading this correctly. In other words, he's eternally damned, and you think he's not damned to work for the good guys. And you think that this is something bad, him getting mad and cussing you out. And players are leaving your game because of this. WoW players, please tell me if this is as bad as you think, if this is what's run you off. Or do you not even care? I want to hear in the comments. Curse you. Curse your mother. I will bleep. Bite your bleep head down your bleep throat, you bleep. Odin himself would bleep you onto the ground. It's not even bad. It looks like apparently they censored it also. It was already censored in the game. And they decided, well, we have to get rid of this now in the new Shadowlands update. Yeah, I'm going to make a prediction. In probably less than 10 years, they're going to cut WoW into pieces and sell off the parts. Like a cow. Okay? They're going to cut their cow. They're going to cut the cash cow up and sell it off because it's not going to make any more money. Because you've got a bunch of corporate people and SJWs and lefties who don't understand how to make a fun game. They don't understand jokes. They don't understand humor. I'm going to tell you something that I told another guy a while back. He was talking. Let me see. I think I can pull this up, actually. Let me pull this up here real quick. It was here somewhere. Hang on. Let me find it here. Okay. This is from Dan Solo here. Where are new lighthearted, fun action TV shows or movies we all would love? I do not remember seeing any fun shows for years. Today, everything is dark and serious, and how they can make 10-episode shows with half of it being fillers just shows the level of talent today. My response to him for this: I'll do you one better. When was the last time you saw a spoof come out of Hollywood? For those of you who don't know what a spoof is a movie that makes fun of other movies. And usually they'll make fun of several movies at one time. If you want a good example of that, one is the Hot Shots series, Scary Movie series, and anything with, Mel Brooks. One of Mel Brooks' movies, Spaceballs, makes fun of the Star Wars franchise in its entirety. There's actually a line in there where Yoda says, "We'll see each other again in Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money." It's just, you will never see these movies come out because because I'll tell you why. Hollywood and corporate people, they go out. It's the same thing with everything else. Jokes and all this are evil to these people. The people that are taking over games, the people who are, the disciples of Anita Sarkeesian and the women who sit there and bitch about Gamergate all the time after it's all been said and done, and Gamergate is over, but they keep bringing it back up because they need something to be relevant about. These people, they don't know how to joke, and they don't know how to take a joke. And this is the thing that I've said before on this channel. Humor is the thinking man's game. It is the thinking man's leisure. It requires intelligence. And that shows you why, as Dan Solo says, you can make 10-episode shows and half of it be fillers. Just shows the level of talent today. Okay? You have shows that are so dark, dringy, and so unentertaining that you have to put fillers in the shows so that people will understand what's going on, because nobody cares. It's not even worth remembering. It's not even worth watching half the time. If y'all want good entertainment, you're going to have to make it yourself, in my opinion. I'll probably do a video later, since we're at the end of the video. I'll tell you what I'll do. If y'all want another video, I will probably do another one Friday on what would be the perfect game, in my opinion, and how new developers, and it won't be on, management or anything else. This will be me from a customer perspective on what would make a game that I would want to play. And for those of you that are thinking about making your own medium, I will tell you that I'll do that video probably Friday and let y'all know what would be, kind of the perfect game. The game, not really just the perfect game, not from a financial standpoint or a development standpoint, but kind of give you an idea of what a customer like myself would want from a game. Anyway, folks, I want to thank y'all for listening to this video. Kind of a long one. But I hope I got some stuff and entertained y'all today. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, especially, and subscribe. It helps the channel out. And also, stay safe, stay frosty, folks. Be safe out there. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now.